Anybody playing Summit? All right, then green. It is your strategy card pick.
I'm interested to see what happens between Shorty and.
Okay, so you're interested in
Mentak? Yeah, Shorty and Mentak is going to be weird now.
Interested in
Definitely
leadership.
weird. Although again,
Wanna
that fourth cultural is so hard for L1 that they may go ahead and.
Oh,
give it
you're
up.
right. I was actually looking at it wrong. I thought that was.
Yeah.
Oh, what was I thinking? What's the other two
Delbruxon
cultural one?
and Cornicresculon.
Yeah, I thought that was Cornicresculon, not
Yeah.
Jason Raren.
Are you?
So now there's always a chance if Ghost gets off the alpha wormhole, he could go for Lodor. Like it'd be kind of a long trek, through the alpha to get over there. That could be a fourth cultural.
All right,
But you may be better off trying to
Ooh,
uproot.
okay. Shorty takes leadership. We might see
Ooh.
something nasty.
Doesn't have
Although
gravity drive
he's
yet.
probably
Could genuinely just be that he needs the counters. Although he
So,
looks
Brian,
okay right now.
he's about as good as everybody else.
Borrow this planet for 1 turn.
Ghost needs to catch up on tech.
If you take Diplo and Diplo it without having spent anything, obviously I will not be able to do anything about that.
That's correct. Diplo won't
Yeah.
benefit anybody else, but I will still get a planet through.
Chat's freaking out. They think he's going to take
ability.
Mentak home system. I'm not so sure. That's one dreadnought versus a Mentak cruiser with pre-fire and a fighter and a PDS.
And a PDS.
With plasma
You
scoring.
guys, I'm not paying attention
down,
to y'all unless you have a
Farganus.
good take, okay?
Pay attention to the map, Farganus. Pay attention to the map.
Unless you.
Well, I intend on picking trade.
He would have gotten threatened last.
I'm not
Come on, guys. He would have just scored threatened.
Yeah,
getting
he would have already
You
done it.
donguses.
Torcan for 1 round.
Y'all a bunch of dingleberries, and I ain't got much more patience for it.
I'm willing to not also take Techeron.
Now, I'm not convinced that
Fargo's
I might
getting
get
timed out for
planets
bad.
on my other, 2 planets on my other side.
Oh, actual, just the idea of threatening.
So-
Okay, I see
Sure,
Fargo.
but he doesn't have a leg to stand on to threaten this home system. It is
Also,
one
not Shorty style,
dreadnought.
in my opinion.
Not Shorty style, and one dreadnought versus lots of pre-fire.
I will give
Literally
it my
3 shots.
diplomacy.
2 PDS, 1 cruiser.
But
I don't buy it.
if we were to come to an accord where I let you have Torcan,
Honestly,
would you then?
The scary home system
Let me
is
borrow, yeah.
Xxcha's.
Yeah, no kidding.
Ghost
Wide
is
open to
just right
ghosts.
there.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just gotta soak
Mirror
one
is
PDS hit.
a
Ugh.
Planet. Yeah, we could work that out.
Well, Torcan's a really nice planet too, isn't it? I mean, it's a 0-3 and you've got a 0-4, so
Yeah.
there's not exactly a lot between them. But
This kind of is a tough choice for Xxcha.
I think I need a bit. To be honest, I need a little bit more than that. I need some sort of undertaking with you that I can. I haven't got to worry about you as a potential hostile neighbour for the future.
I feel like Moose and Brian are kind of opposites.
Yeah, definitely.
After we've swapped planets there, and not do it until the very end of the round. So that
Brian,
you don't
my offer
feel
to you
that I will
is
just retake.
Ginger just talking.
And what were you?
We're
What
gonna
is he?
get YouTube
What is he? A
comments.
commentator?
Ginger's talking over Brian.
You don't want to offer the
Only we get to do that.
swap when you're playing as Hacan, and I'm going blue with intent to van.
Intent to van.
well, the ceasefire
You're
is
charged with intent to van.
Then the
All right, I'm willing to support swap with Xxcha.
Ooh. Oh,
My
no.
God,
Oh,
really?
no.
Round 2? We're
Oh,
already
no.
doing this?
All right, so this needs to kind of
Ooh, yeah. And you know
Yes,
what?
Jeff.
to conclusion.
I didn't
don't
put up
think
the
we're making
proper
progress here.
points board. Excuse
So
me,
blue, it's
everyone.
your strategy card pick.
Here's your look
Yeah,
at
throw it
round
off
1.
for a little bit.
And let's
do you
let's actually
think?
switch this to round 2 now as well. Maybe.
Come on, Moose.
You know
I'm
what,
so
Brian?
ready.
I have no idea what I want to do.
Moose, take trade. You have trade convoys. Do it. Or warfare if you... Or, I don't know.
Well,
Maybe not
do
warfare.
what you always say in the Discord, Ginger. Eliminate Mentak.
Right now, Brian, just to come, my route for points is scoring 6 planets this go.
Right, and mine is 4 culturals.
Oh, Xxcha sold his trade agreement. I forgot about that.
So
Mhm.
I'm willing to take less planets from you.
I thought that got cashed in, or he sold
You
it
guys
again.
can do the same with
No,
Imperial.
it hasn't got catched in yet.
You know Imperial works for this, right?
I mean, it does, but
It's quite a debate happening
Does it?
over Xxcha
Well,
strategy card pick.
The problem is Moose needs to take either warfare or diplomacy. They're the only.
I'd say politics, actually.
Right?
No, really. What do you?
Because he's only got one movement.
Since he doesn't have his trade agreement, I would just take politics. Let somebody else cash it out.
This carrier can't get to
Don't make it easy for Mentak.
I see. Yeah, I think Moose needs to Diplo.
Diplo.
I mean, Moose, we can work it out where you pick Diplo, I take Torcan, and then when Diplo pops, you take Mir. That's not a problem. And
Well, it is a problem,
we
isn't
can
it? Because
swap notes.
you can't come into my system where we can't swap. If you're going to come into that system, then I've got to retreat out of the system. So I need to. I want the 6. I really want to score the 6 planets, but we can still do that deal. You're going to score 4. Once I've scored it, then I will let you have Torcan. Yeah.
Juicy.
Wait, you're talking about Imperial wise? Or what?
I can't score it with Imperial because I need to take the planet with Diplo. So that's my shoe. So yeah, but we could look at doing it. We could look at doing it next turn.
All right.
How does that grab
We're
you?
gonna have no deal because I can't reach a deal with Moose. Okay.
Ooh,
That's no deal.
can't reach a deal, he says.
Cannot reach a deal.
So blue's taking Diplo. Purple.
Don't love the Diplo pick here.
Yeah.
But I guess it's their kind of more secure way to get
That's
themselves
such
the
a
point.
that's such like a real life politics way to like phrase that.
Yeah,
We can't reach a deal.
right.
Lamau, do I take trade?
Warfare out of the Yin. Wow, yeah, trade came around to Hacan. Not
I
great.
can't believe politics came this far around, man.
Yeah.
Can't be letting that happen.
Yeah, if you're Ginger, you take trade, and then you know John's going to take politics and probably sell you speaker token. You
Yep.
should
Mentak
100%
sure.
take trade here.
error computing if Green sends everything through the rift and takes Lazar.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I mean, frankly, salvage.
Yeah, it's notable. The Diplo pick was countered by a Warfare pick, so even the Diplo command counter.
Not
People
gonna
meaningless.
make a difference.
Ships. I don't think I'm sending through
Oh
those.
no, that was a joke. I
I feel I do
Oh,
not
no.
like Moose's position.
EJ's in the chat. Names in the game.
Just for the memes.
Vote for your favorite name, not your favorite player.
For the stream. Do it for the stream.
Favorite name.
Yellow. What are you doing here, man?
That's an easy. This
I'm
is so
thinking,
easy. This is the
hey,
easiest one we've
white.
ever had. Yeah, it's gonna be a landslide. Give me a break.
Landslide for who?
DukeLukeM.
No, I don't.
Oh, that's true.
Come on.
Okay.
The Duke.
Forget about
I
it.
wanted to take Mechaton.
Is that your Duke-Lukeum impression?
No, that's just that's my New Jersey guy. Huh?
Yeah, so you
On the
should
turnpike.
pick any card that's higher initiative than 7. and you're
Yeah,
good.
but then it's a 50.
No, but like I don't have enough reach.
Because only the carrier can get there. So it's a carrier versus...
Only Ginger could turn this into a point to actually think about.
Yeah. Sell me. Hang on. If somebody wants to sell
Do
me
it
a
for the
flank
stream.
Speed, so hang on. If somebody wants to sell me a flank speed, I have good cards
If
to
someone
trade.
wants to sell Hacan getting points.
So
And two of them,
Alright,
the
hang on,
custodian and
Anti-Ginger meta. Anti-Ginger meta.
I'm asking if anybody is interested in selling me a flank speed. I do have good cards to offer.
What are we talking about?
Are there any takers?
Oh,
I'm not sure what this has to do with his strategy card
Yeah.
take. He doesn't have his trade agreement. Let's remember that. He might as well just take politics, make John do.
You know, Brian, I've got this card if we come to some agreement.
can we talk about that card after you've picked your card?
It relates to what I might pick.
Does the flank speed relate to what you might pick?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it does. It all relates.
everything's related.
So Ginger wants to take Imperial.
But I want to see what you pick.
So he wants this flank speed so he can take Imperial. Don't even play ball.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I know you were gonna go for it.
Don't help
I'm
Ginger
thinking
get
about it. I don't
Custodians plus Imperial. That's nuts.
Several reasons.
It is interesting if oh, okay. So
Then
Yeah,
he is putting John in an interesting position.
Imperial.
Yeah,
I'm not going to mech.
because then trade or
I don't have
politics.
enough command tokens.
I mean, John has to take politics. If it's
John, do you
Even
take
him.
politics or trade if I pick Imperial?
politics.
I told you I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do on my turn
Yes.
Nice.
because you're better at talking things through. It gives you an advantage.
Yeah, and you should just pick politics because otherwise John's going to get public disgraced and then the speaker token won't move.
Oh wow.
Wait,
Yes,
why
spicy
would you
play.
public disgrace? Are you?
Oh, I'm
do you-
just trolling that like happens sometimes.
Oh yeah, I've
Leave it to Brian to call out some tertiary thing that could
Ambiguous
happen.
Brian
Yeah.
meta right there. That reminds me of that mobster sketch from Monty Python,
Sorry for the delay.
where they're talking to the army general and they're like, "You got a nice tank. Be a shame if something happened to it."
You just never know around these parts.
And Diplo.
That's a good Palin and Terry
No
Jones
spending.
sketch.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah, it's because the border war potentially developing.
Is it Ginger's turn? .info.
Sorry.
It's a lot
Better
of-
be.
It's a lot of debate over you should take trade.
I just
The
don't
Imperial
see-
thing is too bold. Like Imperial is
it's too
is
bold. They're not gonna,
significantly too
he
bold.
needs them to help him do it. I
Right.
don't see how.
That's so presumptuous.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go into secret chat.
For
with
goodness sakes, it's like
Moose
watching
to
Xenofeline.
discuss, without distracting Ginger, how he can still get 6 planets while I have Torcan.
I like the way Brian phrased that. It almost sounds like he's. I'm gonna go try and talk Moose down. Okay.
Oh, he's just too thirsty.
All
He's
right,
too
so you wanna
greedy
take
for it.
some
He thinks he
Imperial?
can talk his way into making this work, and I think that this
Red?
table is not going to let him get away with it.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
too,
think
like you
so
said,
either. We'll see
anti-Ginger
that.
meta.
Now John has a pretty tough choice, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, or is it actually?
No,
It's actually not
it's
that big of a
politics.
deal.
Construction.
He's got the trade agreements.
Right. He doesn't
Can just
need trade
cash
to
him
happen
next
this
time.
turn. Right. There's no trade agreement
green,
or
it is your turn.
resource or influence
Yeah.
or trade good objectives out there. So it's just like, yeah, we can just.
I don't know.
I'll just be
if I
speaker
really
next turn. And I
could
think he
take
doesn't sell it
but
to
I don't know,
Hacan.
that
I
could
don't.
get
I don't
sad,
suspect he will
but I
sell
don't
it
know.
unless it's for
No,
like a
why?
ridiculously high price. You know
I don't
what
even know how Hakan's going to be able to buy it.
Yeah, he'll hold him over
Does
a
anyone
barrel.
care about leadership timing?
I mean, I'll give a promise of not pillaging you later.
I think this is going to be a greedy round for Hacan, and it's going to.
What are we
It's gonna
doing
pop
with
for him.
This
My-
system here?
Twice after you spend it, I'd like it back.
Yeah. Would you let me move in less so that I can retreat? Actually,
Yeah, I'm down with it. I mean, it's a dread. I got to bring enough that.
yeah. I was thinking like
You're
know
back, Hunter.
Okay.
some
Cool.
sort of combination.
Yeah, both fighters would have to come.
Yeah. Well,
But
I'm going to retreat I'll announce a retreat. And
yeah,
I'll
no,
call
I'm with
the
you.
ground
But
forces.
the fighters will die otherwise. I'm not getting fighter twos, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so if you want to
And-
spend it early and you're going to spend it on leadership, just
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. What was your interest timing wise in these?
Spending on leadership is also going to be really good for you with Diplo in play, where you have like a 2-3 and
It's true.
a 1-2 to refresh.
True. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to spend here.
Brian, I was just saying something to you and you disappeared on me.
Oh,
I
I
was
wasn't hearing any
I was
response in there.
I was chatting away to myself and didn't realise you'd gone.
Yeah, I didn't hear you say anything back, so I just kind of left once I concluded that you actually need all 6 of these planets to have 6 planets.
I might have been pushing the wrong button on the push to talk. So, I mean, the thing is that I've got enough resources to build my flagship, and that's going to make it. You could lift a token off of diplomacy, and you could still try to go in there, but then it's going to get very expensive. Or you could use your warfare, and you could go and get 2 planets. You could go and get expand builders and get 2 planets elsewhere, and then you could come back, and we could have a chat about Hacan. So it's not finished, but it would be if you took it now.
All right, leadership is being played. Are you spending
Leadership
additional
first.
I'm back.
I am, and I'm figuring out how much.
All right, well, you didn't miss anything, but first we're doing a first turn leadership.
Yeah.
No worries.
I think
I guess
L1
because he needs to spend Case and Raren.
He needs to spend Case and Raren, and he's also, I think, afraid of missing out on some secondaries. He only had 1 strategy counter, not a lot of move, and he had to go down to fleet supply. He just really did he genuinely needed the command counters this round. There's nothing tricky with the leadership pick. It's just that's what I need to have.
It is so funny to me that on round 1 they were so deal makey.
That's good.
As far as talking about trading points, and now I just feel like that's gonna kind of evaporate with corner of the market. Somebody, there's no way they can trade points now.
That's not final.
Right.
Are you
Now it
popping
is.
Diplo?
I mean, they can put it off for a round, but it's going to come to a head.
Yeah. This objective alone is really where the disparity in this map
To be honest.
gets rough.
becomes apparent, right? Without this single objective, this map is fairly balanced slices. But red is significantly worse at scoring that objective than yellow. So this objective coming out alone is very, very good for Ginger. It's really good for Yin.
Well, that's the question.
Pretty good for Xxcha.
It'll help everybody.
And it gets worse and worse as
I'm
we go on the
I'm
table.
still not final yet. Hold on.
No worries.
If I didn't pop Diplo, okay, obviously that's in everyone's interest to be able to then build off the back of the secondary. I'd be willing to consider it if I was getting paid for it from everybody that wants to benefit from it.
I'm not benefiting, so I'm not going to pay.
God, look at that leadership. Look at how
those
many.
L1 tokens.
I'm not going to pay because if you
7.
3 for free, 4 for planets he's planning to lose.
to be able to get 4 culturals.
7 command tokens. Wild.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually get 2 tokens instead.
Yeah, he can actually afford to spend a token because of how the influence is spaced out. He can actually afford to spend a token on the secondary of Diplo, and it still makes sense.
Yeah, get his money back. Yeah, you see him right now popping Lurda 4 and Barrig for the influence because he'll so easily get it back.
And then it looks
Because
like
Lurda 4, he's going to get Barrig back. And yeah, that's actually kind of an edge case there.
Yeah.
I would normally say that would be dumb, but it actually makes sense in this one case.
And then
Does L1 have trade goods? No.
Green did. He got 3 off the primary and 4 for spending additional influence. Green, you doing anything else on your turn?
Negative.
All right, over to blue.
L1 has no trade goods.
Oh my god, L1 was...
Yeah, he stocked up, folks. Stocked up for winter. L1's ready to hibernate.
Well, I had all the influence, so.
I'm playing Diplo.
A first turn.
All right, if you're gonna play the
Diplo
card, then you hit
in
you
round
gotta hit the
2
button.
out of Xxcha.
All right, what system is being frozen?
Torcan.
All right, I need tokens.
All just for
in
Brian to be able
Sector
to
on Torcan over here.
pop it with Warfare.
I guess they
And
did
then
not
the
reach an
planet to
agreement.
follow,
No.
Or
not that
maybe
I've
they
seen.
did.
and the
I don't know.
planets you intend to refresh. All right, so you spent Melon on leadership, right?
I
I know Luke isn't this type of player, but you could really extort
Yeah.
Moose right now.
diplomacy
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Melon on.
I think it's worth
diplomacy. on leadership,
doing it.
correct?
Yeah, I'm
So,
just saying. This is old Diplo, so you
He's
can't.
got what?
you
He's
can't
got no
ready
trade
outside
goods.
the
That's
frozen
the issue when
system,
you
so
try to
Melon
do these
doesn't
things,
actually
though,
need
is like, what are you trying to extort, right? If you're just
I
going to make
know.
them mad, that's one thing. If you have an actual thing you want them to give
Yeah,
you.
Torcan 100%.
Xxcha has a
Melon
single.
doesn't.
Oh, no, they have more support from the.
You spent those
some
on
promissory notes
leadership,
sitting
and now
over
you're
here.
slipping the
But
back
still, you got to have like an actual thing you're
Yeah.
asking for. You can't just be like, give me stuff or I take your home system.
Also-
That
Yeah.
doesn't do anything but build ill will.
I don't know why I did that, actually. That was really stupid.
I changed my
I
I
mind.
think I needed the
Annex-
single,
annex-
that's
guys,
why. I
guys,
needed
I'd
the
like to
single.
annex a planet. I'd like to
Right.
annex a planet.
Which planet?
Yeah, people in the chat are saying support. Get that support.
Yeah.
It was worth 2 counters.
I'd like to annex.
And then you can do a swap with L1. That would be dope.
Mm-hmm. You should probably annex
Quan,
Quan.
please.
Yeah, he's got the ship above
Cool.
Quan, so he can at least protect it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right, are you doing anything else on your turn?
No, I think that's enough for one day. We'll sit back and put our feet up for the rest. of the evening.
All right, we're over to red.
Politics first.
Do
Red's
you
playing
wait?
politics.
Are you before we do anything? Are you interested in selling me speaker?
I'm not. You
yes!
stuffed me on that
Just
Imperial
stop it
thing.
right there in
You
its
could've
tracks.
taken politics
That's my
if
favorite
you
thing.
cared about speaker.
Oh, why did I stuff you on the Imperial? I stuffed myself because trade didn't get picked. Whatever.
You
All
did
right,
stuff
so
yourself,
Red,
so
you're making-
yeah, so too bad.
Man.
He should make you
All
pay
right,
for it.
let me get
We
you-
talked forever about how
Yeah.
Imperial wasn't the right pick,
Yep.
and then it was either politics or trade for Ginger.
I think he just thought too much that he might actually be able to buy that speaker
yes,
token, but
'cause we
I
haven't
am
gotten
pretty
action cards
certain
yet.
John never had any intent to sell that.
He
thing
had
to
no
Ginger.
way to buy it. It just doesn't make sense to me.
All right, so you are following green.
Yeah.
All right,
So
white is
acting cards
following.
coming
is
around the
that correct?
table. Let's see where these agendas go. They were 2 on top last
yes,
round
Looks like blue is not
from
following.
Duke. Will John put them both
Purple
back
is
on
not
top?
following, and yellow is following. Is that correct?
God, if I was Luke, first turn, I would just move that destroyer into the asteroid field and just be like, "Good luck, Ginger."
Yeah. 1 on
And
top.
It looks like
Or just take it
one of the
myself.
agendas back
Let's see if
already.
he could afford it.
They're both going on top.
2 on top. Don't know if it's
Okay.
in the same order or not, but we are keeping the 2
Are you
agendas
doing
on
anything
top.
else on your turn?
I am not.
The record, Luke has a terrible slice for taking
What
Mechatol
just got
Rex.
shuffled?
so-
Yeah.
I heard the shuffle
I
animation.
just shuffled the secrets to make sure it was done.
Okay. All right. If you're not doing anything else, there you go. Paul, over to you.
Going to get closer to the Mechatol points.
Yep. Seems
All right.
fine,
Over
I
to
guess.
white.
Not sure.
I'm
Not sure what the round plan for Brian is beyond just like score the normal points I score. You know,
Creuss
I'm not seeing anything fancy out of Brian yet. Ghosts coming in hot,
1 infantry from Freya.
using the wormholes that they set up.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend Centauri.
Centauri plus trade goods.
Despite picking technology,
3 trade goods. That
an
checks
easy
out.
Mechatol point for ghosts. Nobody else on this map set up to take it. And this map, you really do have to. You got to earn it. And my guess would be this is DukeLukeM's #1 reason for picking ghosts. I think he saw this as the opportunity. Lots of blue factions being banned. Hacan was first picked with an asteroid field in the way. Not that that affects Hacan really, but still, is Hacan going to set up for the Mechatol grab? It's more likely that he was going to be able to pull all this off. So, did the ghost pick basically just put him a point ahead of everybody else in this game? And can he hold on to ghosts for the rest of this game in a way that ghosts can sometimes have difficulty with?
I'm not really interested in giving up any of my promissories because I like where these wormholes are for me.
Ginger, if you take Tarman, I am taking it before you pop Imperial.
Wow.
Why? You can take
because
Loader.
I'm an asshole.
I
can, so I would.
Wow. He doesn't want Ginger to get anything. That's hilarious.
Why? You want to get paid? What's
because I can deny a point. So
yeah.
I will deny a point.
Brian's playing tight, normal TI, I would say right now. Trying to get points, not going crazy to get them, and I'm going to stop points in the process. And
I'm not going to score 4 culturals. There's only 3 culturals that I can activate.
Can we talk about how good, again, DukeLukeM Slice is set up? That beta, because he's taking Mechatol, that beta on Mechatol is that much better.
I can warfare.
He could really camp out here.
What are you? So are you? Yeah. I'm sorry. What are you? Is there an offer you're trying to make me, or is this just a
threat?
Ginger can't comprehend. Ginger's like can't compute. This must be a deal.
Little bit of column B.
So what are you asking for? Since I'm going to assume that you're open to negotiation, what are you asking?
Whilst you're thinking, Brian, just throwing in there, the system that has my cruiser in could be vacated for you to be able to.
Yeah, but I could also go into this asteroid field or into Lodor.
So you want to go to Loader, you want to go to the asteroid.
I really want to see Ghost double tech the Dimensional Slicer on his next turn.
Mm-hmm.
That's a defended slice.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, look at it.
Look at it would be amazing.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's a good position.
Your cooperation would be nice, but it is
nobody
not
picked construction
required.
this round.
Neither is your cooperation required for Tarman.
PDS will get.
Ooh.
If you say
got some fighting words.
Yeah, I love it.
I do.
He does say so, and he in fact says so.
Talking about him taking his system in.
Does Ghost have the resources to double tech? Yes, most certainly.
Yeah,
in fact, it's pretty clean.
Creuss
Home
and
system
Freya.
plus Freya.
Mitigating circumstances to be considered.
I think Ginger and Brian might knock each other out of contention here if this doesn't.
Also, I just wanted to call out earlier when I said that Ghost couldn't take Mechatol, it's because I wasn't looking at his trade goods.
Yeah.
And we'll
just if you were wondering why I said that stupidly right before Ghost did it, just want to mention.
Let me see what let me see what sort of I'm open to that. Trade good for a trade agreement. That sounds interesting.
I'm just going to put this tactics token back on you.
I need to see what my.
It's worth noting that Brian wants to win this game, surely, but he's the blurger of Meme Town. I think he would be more pleased by having the most memes generated on his behalf.
That's pretty.
At the end of this game,
that's pretty accurate.
If push comes to shove, he will take that crown instead.
I've got.
Someone already clipped Brian saying
he's an asshole.
So
he's an asshole.
You think you do? But I want to do this nicely, so this goes to tech.
Both players talking like they have leverage over the other.
Yeah, which I to me I think is a recipe for disaster for both of them.
Actually, no. Do I? Maybe. I'm not sure, Brian. Do you need it to round out a particular number for your build?
If Brian's willing to embrace the dark art of devotion, this could be. It could be that Brian actually has the leverage here. I think.
Dark art of
Yes,
devotion.
I mean,
Or a carrier, 2 infantry, and 2 fighters.
What could you bring to Tarman? You'd be giving up the. You can basically bring a destroyer to Tarman.
They're really just having such a little dispute.
Is that what you're
over
threatening me
this.
with? One destroyer? I mean, I get it. It's a Yin destroyer. Like, odds are I kill it before anything else happens.
It's so great how all these players just know Ginger and just none of them have.
All right.
There's a new meme in Meme Town, Hunter. You know the guy with the butterfly meme.
Such things in his production area.
It's just a picture of Ginger
okay,
saying,
so
"Is
so
this
Brian
a deal?"
just gave what promissory note was that?
It is your turn, though,
think
so
I
what are you
didn't see
doing?
it.
Well, they traded a promissory note over this. But Ginger did get a deal.
Not a support.
Not a support.
I doubt it's the Yin faction promissory note.
I think it was his trade agreement.
Probably.
Planets
I think
in
that's
the,
a decent guess.
Yeah, and throwing it away.
Could be a
All
ceasefire,
right, over to green.
but there wasn't anything else traded really.
Oh, it was trade agreement for one trade. Good.
Going here, I assume.
Thank you, chat.
That is my intention. That was our deal.
Right.
You don't
And
care
our
if I
deal
go
was-
here.
Not sure how that actually does anything about this beyond it just being a
Don't
deal.
care
I don't see
no
Brian
moves
having any need to
would be
not
goal, but I don't
still
think
go
we
for this.
because otherwise,
Yeah.
Metcalf's real hard to get to on this map.
I have no intent of getting rid of that B-hole because that's my route out. Like, I can retreat out if someone attacks Mechton. Whereas if I take the B-hole away, not only are those guys stranded...
Yeah, let's
they
give some
don't
more
have
credit
movement.
to my favorite player, DukeLukeM.
All right.
He traded Creuss IFF twice round 1, and now has basically indicated he has no intent of ever trading it again because he's got the wormholes right where he wants them.
Mm-hmm.
Brian, what I'd like to suggest is I will be vacating Torcan for you to be able to take, not necessarily this turn, but rather than Mir, I'd quite like to go to Resculon. So
I
we
need
could
4 culturals, so giving up a cultural is silly.
Yeah, no, we'd have to. Yeah, no, I'm not suggesting that we do it the same round when we score, but if you then, if you or I then took Imperial, then you could score it, and then I could score it. It's a deal to work out for the future.
Yep.
I want to point out that Brian didn't get a single vote in names in the game, but John got 2.
I've scored 6 planets. I am willing to make a trade in which I get a 4th cultural.
That's
and
very personal.
a 4th cultural as well, I guess.
All right, Xxcha. Leaving his slice even more, like, kind of terrifyingly open. I'm ready for Xxcha to get some units on the board.
That planet.
All right.
Takes a while.
Can you switch back to player view?
Yeah, I sure can.
All right. I am playing Uprising on someone this round.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm leaning towards Luke because he's in the lead and has a custodian's point.
Yeah. Okay, I understand that.
Do you
I would.
still have your team
Do I still have my what?
trade agreement?
I do have my trade agreement.
I would take your trade agreement to play it on someone else.
So you take. I get that, but I'm just going to remind you that I do control the placement of the beta wormhole. So if you're trying to use that to score Intimidate this round, playing that card on me may not be your best route to
Yep.
That's a fair statement. So the 9 binding deal is I pick somebody else and you do not trade IFF for the rest of this round.
That's fine. Yeah, we can go on as usual. I would
Nice.
All right. Well, then in points, L1, but I need him to reverse. And Moose, I'm leaning towards you. I don't think it
These
hurts.
players
you as
are
much as it hurts
just
Brian.
staying
It
on
really
top of
hurts
everything. It's
Brian.
great.
Mm-hmm.
And what did
Well, less reason to play it on me if it hurts me less. If you think, however, I am looking to tech and get in instinct training. Instinct training is quite a good card to obviously have. So you could pull in a favour with me on an instinct training.
Oof.
Yeah, free instinct
Sabotaging
training.
a
Big
card
offer.
That'll do it.
All right, we'll keep the non. Well, then I got to play it on L1.
Actually, you gotta
This is why extortion gets kind of weird if you don't just pick a target eventually.
Why isn't he picking
So we're gonna play
Starpoint?
Wait, is it non-home
Like,
system?
what has Hacan done here
It is a non-home system.
to avoid?
All right, that's fine. We'll get Barrag with
2
it.
to 3.
All right, Uprising is
Let me
being
think
played
for a
on
second.
Barrag. So we got a Sabo window now.
Oh man, that's such a. I hate that card.
It's 6 resources. It's 6 resources for Mentak because they go to.
Yeah, why not just do Starpoint?
It would be in
Right.
Ginger's best interest
probably-
if you burned your Sabo. And it
I
would
know.
be good for
Trust
you.
me. It's
Probably doesn't
just a
want
real
to
punch in the gut. It's
Anger Ginger at this point, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know why. Actually, L1 is kind of more of a threat
Yeah.
to John, I feel like.
Right.
just means it's hard for me to tech this round.
You know what? I'll give you one of the trade goods back. Does that make it easy for you to tech? Not really. No,
I really
that doesn't really help.
do.
Yeah. Sorry, no one took trade. Otherwise, I could work that out.
I mean, one trade good. Yeah, not to Sabo it. Yeah, I would. If you can do that, that's fine. I guess that's the best I can do.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
into you keeping your Sabo for a better card, and source of a good one.
All right, so Uprising is being played on Barrag, and it sounds like it's going through.
At the end of my turn, I'm going to give one of those 3 trade goods to L1 minus.
This is all assuming I had a sabotage. But yeah.
Sorry, guys, I was going to break it up.
You're
I
good.
should only have 2 of these, not 3.
Yep, you're good.
Okay.
All right, are you doing anything? Okay, over to purple.
All right. So
he gave
Ginger,
L1 in one of them.
let's
That's
solidify our pact with a ceasefire as I activate Lodor.
I see. It was a 2-part deal. That's why I didn't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically point for a point. Well, it's not quite point for a point. Well, yeah, it is.
And that's my turn.
Can you imagine
3
how
culturals.
Mentak, Hacan would be if there was.
Yeah, if there was no Mentak.
Yeah, but I think Brian is going for Intimidate.
Agreed. That was
This round.
that's the main reason for that anti-mass first thing is he
All
just
right,
knows
over
his
to
best
white.
bet to
Fine,
secure
wait, kitty tech.
Jason. Here we go,
Alright.
tech time.
So, what are we gonna?
So hard not to just pick your planets.
Ginger is
So-
or,
Luke did it.
Ghost is
He's your
double-checking.
champion, Matt.
Oh my
Yes, if
My-
you are following.
my hero.
Dimensional splicer.
My hero.
That's fun. Here, I'm
That
pulling
is-
up the tech thing
That
right
is
now.
juicy. Everyone freak out in chat.
You're all set, Ian.
Post the emotes that people post when they freak out. I don't know what those are. Emote only chat. There it is. Thank you, Root or EJ.
And
looks
we
like-
do have mirror computing for Mentak already.
Wow.
Okay.
Round 2 mirror computing. And hypermetabolism
Oh,
for Hacan. Gravity drive from the Yin. Predictable.
God,
all right.
did
We
those
see a tech
objectives come up then.
from Xxcha.
White, are you?
I haven't yet.
anything else?
Anti-mass for L1. They're going to they're gonna rush for Super Dreads.
All set. Let's
Super
do-
Dread 2.
They're now caught up to Jolnar starting tech.
Right.
Moose, are you following tech?
And just weighing up the options.
Okay.
Surely he's gotta. I mean, I wouldn't really call it an option.
What Yin is doing.
All right, Ginger's showing Brian a card.
For me.
I bet it was Rise.
I'm interested in it, but
Are we
All right,
seeing tech for Moose?
All right,
Great
Blue's
fire.
now.
Looks like he wants the flagship.
White, are
He's got
you
just enough for the
doing
flagship.
anything else on your turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh no, how's that tech spreadsheet
Brian,
look?
great
It's ready.
Oh, should
It's
I take a
ready
look?
to go.
Yellow.
Yeah,
Should I take a
go
look at the
ahead.
tech
I
spreadsheet?
think it's time for an update.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. All right, everybody. We saw Hacan pick up hyper metabolism. They got 2 in 2 colors. That's not an objective out, but they have it. They're going to get extra command counters. Xxcha ignored getting tech. Looks like probably in service of a flagship on the board.
Okay.
L1Z1X spreads themselves thin, getting anti-mass deflectors, working towards Super Dread 2.
I'll trust you.
The Mentak
Actually,
yellow
I'll do
skip
it.
up to mirror computing. Their trade goods are now worth a lot. They currently only have 2, so not a
But
lot.
they have
We'll
a
see.
lot of trade
They
agreements.
do have a
in the
lot. They
hand.
banked trade agreements round 1, which was very cool.
All right,
I'm curious to see where that'll go.
Played.
Yin gets gravity drive.
Are you scoring in public?
A dreadnought Yin? We'll see. Probably just mobile Yin.
What are you scoring?
And then the ghosts are our hero, of course, get plasma scoring
Four
into Dimensional
industrials. That
Splicer
looks good.
with a
Actually, wait,
beta
wait,
wormhole on Mechatol Rex.
6 planets.
This is looking
which one are
very
you scoring?
good. This is a good slice
I
for
will be
ghosts
scoring
now.
6 planets, please.
And now
Six.
Imperial being popped by Ginger, scoring
4 industrial.
4 industrial planets. He takes Tarman.
Do you need
Brian
to take a secret combo to figure it out?
Doesn't take it back.
All right.
So
4 industrials cornering the
Brian
market.
gives Ginger the opportunity to score this
Do you want
point.
us to help you out with that decision, Ginger?
All right.
Ginger's getting a lot
I'm
of
gonna
shade
deal
this game.
Yellow a
Mhm.
secret.
Jefferson, you roasted me so hard, I dropped a Discord connection.
Nice.
John, red is not following. Green is not following. We need white, blue, purple.
White said yes.
A lot of people not following.
Yeah, that's scary.
That's real
And
bad.
L1's got the command counters, or at least they could have budgeted the command counters. Looks like they're saving up for warfare, maybe, but I would have liked to have seen L1
All right. Yellow, are you doing
get
anything else on your
a
turn?
secret objective this round. That's rough.
And we got 2 players at the table, no second secret in hand.
Yeah.
Oof.
That's rough. 2 of the players with difficulty getting 4
Yeah, I
planets of
got-
the same
I got
trait
that,
as
but
well.
he's not-
So 1 public
Mhm.
objective, extra difficult for them,
You muted?
and they're not stocking up on a
no,
second
no.
secret
But am I
objective.
doing anything else on my
That's
turn?
going to
No.
slow them down quite a bit.
All right. Over to green.
And for the record, Ginger did decide on
Oh,
4
Luke, I
planet
assume you're just taking
traits
Saudor
for the same
this
trait.
turn?
Yeah.
That is my intent, yeah. Unless you want to cut a deal for it, but I don't think you can get
No, I
that.
don't think I really want it. No, I just am going to move to.
Ghosts this round probably going to try to get 6 planets outside of home. That would be my guess. Get Saudor
Yeah, that's
over
easy.
with.
They always do that.
God, Dimensional Splicer is just
All right,
so
do anything
cool
else?
right now.
Yep. Yeah. That round 1 work to get
Over to
the
blue.
Creuss tokens out there was very good, and if anything, kind of a I think a misplay on some of the other players letting them get away with that much. But it was such an enticing offer that Ghost was making of like, hey, listen, this map is difficult for adjacent to Mechatol, and I can make that
Yep.
significantly easier for
Yep.
a lot of you at this table. So people took that offer, and I think they're going to pay for it in the end here.
All right. Walk me through what's going on here. Are you moving anything? You just move straight to building? What's going on?
Are you pushing the right button for push to talk, Moose?
Yeah, because we can't hear you.
Moose. Hello?
He moved a cruiser in. Looks like he's prepping a build. Not sure why he's putting Torcan in there.
Okay, so
That's the wrong planet.
is this final movement? I guess is the question.
Why is he spending Torcan?
I don't know that he means.
It looks like you're trying to build.
He can't spend. You can't spend influence
Flagship.
for it, anyways. To even.
Moose, honey, can you hear us?
Yes. Sorry, guys. Yeah, that's my final movement, and I'm building.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Moose has decided to not talk on his turn.
Placed in your production area.
That adds up, right? That's 8.
Oh no, that is 8. I'm sorry. And you can't spend. You can't overspend.
Well, it's not even overspending. It's nothing.
It's puzzling, is what it is.
I know Magi math means a lot to some people, but 3 influence does not literally
Are you doing
equal
anything else on your turn, Blue?
resources.
All right, over to red.
No, I'm not.
Well, good luck taking any of that extra slice.
Yeah, Xxcha feels all right now. That officially made Xxcha feel okay.
Hey, Shorty.
Yep.
He doesn't have plasma
I
yet.
want to build with my cruiser.
Nah, he
my
didn't.
home system. I'm gonna
Makes
wanna
no
build
difference with the
contract.
graviton.
So I'm going to have to bring the cruiser, and I'm going to have to bring the carrier. I can stall another round, assuming warfare does. It may not, but just giving you the heads up. There's going to be a lot. So if you're going to build home or there or wherever, maybe taking the dread would be better than retreating. I'm just not trying to surprise you.
If you kill the dread, then you got to have ground combat,
which I am obviously trying to which is why I'm stalling again. Like, I'd rather you just pull out.
So would I. I just don't want to have to waste a token to do it.
No. I assumed you were going to build here at home.
Yeah, I can't get there.
Oh, you don't have dread. Yeah. Well, I definitely don't want to kill the dread. I will not ambush him. So I won't fire
if you
extra
bring
shots,
in
but
a carrier and a cruiser and a fighter.
L1's spread real
I think
thin.
but both the other fighter just dies if I don't bring it.
That's true.
Anyways, I get if you don't want to burn
You
the
can afford, John. You can afford one fighter with mirror computing. Come on.
That's not a bad idea. But I'm going to play. Speaking of mirror computing, I'm going to play mining initiative on.
Woo!
Jesus Christ! These
Speaking
cards.
of mirror computing,
Mining.
About
That's
that
awesome.
Eliminate Mentak made a.
Right.
Oh my
So,
god!
So-
trade goods.
So mining initiatives being played on Mole Primus. Sabo.
$4 equals $8.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna need one trade good, not to sabo that.
Sabo it hard.
Yeah, John don't care.
yeah, he's so ahead on trade goods, he might as well bait a Sabo at this point.
That's Sabo.
Yeah, he's also calling Ginger's bluff. I love that.
Doing
All right.
some. I'm
Do
doing
it,
some
coward.
math. Hang on.
Oh yeah, Ginger's now doing that. Oh wait, let me double check real quick to make sure. Oh no, I don't have a sabotage actually. Now he might.
Dude, yeah,
but-
he's so far ahead on trade goods.
They can just
He
use it
has
again later.
20 trade goods in his hand.
You literally paid for.
He has 10 in trade agreements.
Oh, does he
that
really?
will, yeah.
How many trade agreements did he get last year? He didn't
He
cash
does not
any of them
need
in.
this. He needs it as a stall.
Yeah.
He does not need it for money. He's
Yeah.
running away with
That's fair.
the trade
to
goods.
be completely honest, I also enjoy making statements like.
If I go through and sabo this, will the table be willing to help me? Because that's 8 resources for Mentak. Crazy.
I don't know what you mean by help you.
What do you want us to do?
Help eliminate Mentak off.
Ginger hasn't gotten away with a single sentence this game.
It's for you to play your Sabo, obviously.
God, yeah, the table's like, yeah, let's not have
Sorry,
Ginger
this
have
is
a
a pretty
say.
big decision I have to make, so I'm not going to rush it. I'm gonna wait.
At
Hey,
any rate,
Con, just so we're
You
clear,
said I'm gonna wait.
If you Sabo this, I'm gonna get.
non-binding, so
If you say I'm gonna get our deal 3 non-pillages is off, man. Like, I'll get the goods from you.
Oh, okay. So you're already breaking it. Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm telling you not to
that's-
savage it,
That's okay, John.
and I won't break the deal.
The clock
Ginger's
reset.
trying to paint it.
Fine.
It's a timer to see how long
That-
this deal takes.
That's fine.
I'm not, dude. I'm just telling you not to savage it. And we're still good. 3 pillages, promise of no pillage.
I'm not going
That
to
is-
sabo this because there's not enough table support for it.
Table sport.
I'm gonna ask for his 2 trade goods, not 2.
I did. He said no. I asked for a trade good not to sabo. He said go ahead and sabo it.
All right, sounds like he's not doing it. Let's do it.
Nobody else is willing to make any.
Sounds like
Well,
Ginger never wanted to sabotage this. He
Lizard,
doesn't
you
actually
got a
care.
trade good? Are you not willing to?
I kind of need it to build a dreadnought here because he fucking uprising. Sorry, no cursing. He uprisinged me, so now I have no resources. Like I can't.
Yeah, I get that, but the fact that he did uprising on you, is that not worth a trade good just to be able to?
Hey,
put it back at
Yin
him?
has a trade good,
Yeah, but I'm not giving it up.
and I'm probably not giving it up either. So just go ahead and play it.
It goes through. Go ahead.
All right.
You guys can deal with Mentak.
Take your 8 resources.
Okay.
Four.
Ginger's throwing a fit here.
Everyone calm
It's,
down.
I mean, it's not that big a deal. at
Yeah,
this
it's really
point.
not.
Once somebody's got 20 trade goods, who cares if they have 30?
Right.
You know?
No, that was a pretty good turn.
All right, Purple, over to you.
No one willing to pay it off, so. It's funny to me.
Alright, I'm going to activate that asteroid and move this destroyer into it. And I have anti-mass and grav.
Gotta step away for 2 seconds.
Okay.
Looks good.
There's Brian
Over to
getting his
Whites.
point. See if he keeps it. Those are some weak destroyers. They are Yin destroyers, but we shall see. Here we go. Ghost's going to get their 6th planet. That's a point for them. So Brian's worked out their point. Ghosts have worked out their point.
And then we'll
I think
take.
John's still trying to figure his out. He's waiting on Lizix to leave. That's supposed to be L1's next turn. Is backing off.
All right.
Over
Over
I don't
to
know where they
yellow.
get the 6th planet though.
Hey, sorry, Brian. I think I need to play that card myself.
Ghosts worked out their 6 planets, so they've got a point on lockdown.
And you wouldn't be willing.
Ginger got
to
1 point off
sell
Imperial.
the card that I showed you earlier.
For that card, yeah.
They currently have 6 planets outside of home. And it looks like
Okay.
Brian will probably let them keep Tarman. Maybe not.
Transaction.
Do you guys agree that these are the terms?
Transaction, yes.
All right,
Action
sweet.
card swap happening over here between purple and yellow.
Okay, I'm back.
Hello.
I will say for the record, if you're playing against a Mentak that has mirror computing round 2 and a bunch of trade goods already banked, why would you even care about the
Yeah.
getting pillaged anymore? Like,
Right.
it would just be like, well,
Right.
whatever.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, you definitely like stop doing
Checks
deals
out.
and you just let
Is that your final
Mentak
answer?
get there.
That's
you
my
just do.
final
You switch to that. Like, okay, I have trade. I'm trading with one
Do
person.
anything else on your turn?
Myself
For the
and
record,
one person
I
are
didn't
getting
take a
rich.
bathroom break. I just changed my.
And I really don't
I
wanna
was.
move that,
I
so,
changed
like,
my pajama
I'm
pants.
just gonna leave.
Oh, good.
Wanted to get
If I
comfortable.
can be gentle.
So I'm now wearing pajama pants and my nicest button-up shirt.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to hit it. So
I don't want to hit it twice.
I mean, I'm going to retreat. You bring like a carrier. Like you can even bring like carrier, fighter, cruiser. Like you could pop it twice. I mean, it's certainly possible.
Yeah, L1's nervous about doing this maneuver with just a retreat.
I'd prefer to not have to waste a command counter doing that.
Yeah, I understand, man. You picked leadership like you had your whole stick. I get not wanting to waste it. I just, yeah, warfare didn't go. I don't lose my opportunity to build 2 more ships.
No, I think you should move in. I just think you should eat like one fighter.
You know what? I got a different idea. We'll be fine.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
I'm going to move the cruiser somewhere else.
Okay. Yeah, don't you need to move the
Yeah,
cruiser?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, this is how Mentak secures their point for the round. So far, everybody but L1 has
All
a
right,
point.
are you moving anything into that
secured
system?
this round?
Yeah.
L1 needs to
Nope.
get another system, another ship adjacent to Mechatol.
Hold on, I need where's my dreadnought?
They're in a tough spot.
Could go through the
Is this your build?
rift.
Yeah,
All right.
don't love
3
that.
plus Sarween.
Yep.
Looks good.
Don't love
But the chat
that.
would love it. The chat would love it.
All right, over to blue.
Blue basically has their point for the round, and it looks like no more threats from Brian. So, yep, there it is. A pass out of Xxcha.
Blue is passing over to red.
Passing out.
It fell through the table, guys.
I don't know where that went.
Yeah, I don't know where it went either. I'm looking.
It's underneath the tile. I watched it kind of slide through.
Uh-oh.
No, not anymore.
Huh. Well, we will be on the lookout. Let's.
Yes, folks.
I'm gonna
Run
just
by
take another one
ghosts.
from your bag right
It
now.
knows.
Them up at the end of the round to make sure you still have 16.
So again, this qualifies Mentak for 2 adjacent to
I
Mechatol
think
Rex.
you get to
One
these buttons
literally
from
adjacent,
anywhere on
the other adjacent
the
because
board,
of
so it
Ghost's
should be
beta
good.
wormhole token that they have
Are you
no
doing
intent of
anything else?
moving.
I want to talk to Luke real quick.
Yep, I'm listening.
You want pop?
What would be your price? Like, what do you think's fair?
Well, we're getting later in the game.
It's round 2.
Yeah. Oh. So it's not like worth that it would, but I'm thinking
We're
like,
getting later in the game.
oh, man. IFF to make
Tried to
sure
switch my
that
mixer in time, did not pull it
nobody
off.
else
That was a sneeze right into the mic,
can
sorry.
use it. At least until after I've scored the point. So, the deal I'm offering is pop for collateral for IFF. If you don't use pop, I will trade it back to you.
Pop is promise of protection.
Yeah, promise of protection. Mentak
Okay.
doesn't get to steal from
Ghosts.
But if you use it, then I get
Yes.
to hold on to it, do whatever I want, blah, 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 blah.
But he wants the if?
Okay, so what you're saying is we're just going to switch these as collateral, and then if I play Promise of Protection, then I don't get the IFF back.
Yes, but at any time after I've scored, we just trade them back. We'll be in the event in the agenda phase.
I don't understand this.
It's just so that Luke doesn't have leverage over him anymore, because his whole point is dependent on IFF.
So
Yeah.
if I don't have any intention of playing Promise of Protection, this deal is pretty much pointless because I'm just giving up any leverage that I have.
Right.
Yeah, and Ghost also doesn't actually have an
You
intent
have a
to
different
move
number.
that beta wormhole. They like it there.
You would then be able to sell Promise of
their way
Protection
out.
to, say, Ginger.
Hold on, I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah,
Okay.
but IFF's quite nice to keep in my hand. You know what? Let's do it. Why not?
All right, you guys agree that these are the terms?
Yep.
Cool.
What use is it having your own promissory note in your hand? None.
Yeah, that was not meant to go into the command token.
Oh,
Bag.
sorry.
All right. Are you doing anything else on your turn, Red?
Yes.
What's that?
You already made an
you
activation.
you already did an action. You can only really transact at this point.
Yeah, then I'm done. Sorry, I thought you were asking because I am an idiot mostly.
All right.
Over to purple.
I will be building at home. I will not be moving any.
Okay.
Just let us know when you're done.
And if you're not doing anything else, you can end your turn.
That's back.
Celia will verify your thing.
Did they do that swap?
Dunsky.
They did do it.
I don't like it. Not a fan.
I think my explanation is John is being a little paranoid.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. This is the finals game. He doesn't want anything just left up to chance.
Right.
And I think Luke had no intention of moving the beta wormhole anyways.
Agreed.
So
Looks good.
it's just two people who
They did a trade that they're going to trade back later, and it's all.
it's just collateral.
Yes.
It's just so that. Yeah, I mean, Luke is going to have promise of protection going into next round, so it could get dicey if he doesn't want to give it back. But
Right.
Over green.
yeah.
Right.
This did not work out.
Why are you spending a token to
I
move?
have to stall.
KL1 does bail.
What for?
Warfare.
You can just activate your home and build in there.
I need to get the free build so I can move from my
Oh.
home.
You know that purple is going to outstall you, right?
No, I'm going to have to offer him something, I guess. Or he can
Are we
outstall.
neighbors,
Yeah.
Green?
We're
Ginger
not
just kind of
currently
jabbing it,
neighbors.
shorty.
Yeah.
And we're not going to become neighbors.
And Brian also playing rough.
grumpy man Brian.
Although I don't see where Brian stalls.
You've made a mistake, young whippersnapper.
I don't see where Brian stalls out L1. He has no more command tokens.
You gotta bring infantry to take the planet.
Unless, I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't
there
really
was
get it
there was an
either.
action card swap earlier, so it's entirely possible
Yeah,
that
I was just trying to.
Hacan knows that Brian has an
I'm getting a lot of lag. Sorry.
actionable action. card.
Probably they know about each other's action cards a little bit.
Yeah.
Seems like, or at least Brian knows about some of Ginger's. I don't know the other way around.
Yeah.
All right, you doing anything else on your turn? Purple.
All right. I will
Yep.
be
So
playing
there's
frontline
nothing,
deployment.
nothing.
That's the thing that Ginger sold him
Yes.
earlier.
Yeah.
We aren't neighbors, so you can't offer me anything.
Brian doesn't
Right,
mince
this card is
words.
being
He doesn't want to
played.
deal if he can't deal. He
What
doesn't
is
do
the target?
non-binding.
Yeah.
He doesn't like debt meta.
I'm going to target Mir.
All right, frontline deployment on Mir. Sabo goes
So L1's in
once,
trouble.
twice.
I mean, really not going to be horrible, but he clearly wanted he wanted to get some stuff down in his home system and then move it out to do other
Yep.
other
All right,
work.
over
and he
to
will not be able to do
white.
that now.
I think that cost him a point, basically.
Probably, yeah. Probably cost
Okay.
him.
Bummer.
Yellow has passed. That takes us to green.
With Dimensional Splicer and Mentak in the game, there's so many.
Pre-combat.
There's so much pre-fire
Yeah.
in this game.
Yeah.
Wrong. Sorry.
And Yin
All right.
And Yin, yeah.
this is literally maximum pre-fire. And Xxcha.
Just
And
casually
PDS.
Yeah,
go
Extras.
back to red.
This is maybe
Yeah,
the
this is not looking great for L1, just as a faction in general.
yeah.
All right. The moment you've all already passed for, I play War.
All right.
Brian taking
Brian
his
calling attention to his
Yeah.
own play.
Brian very proud of himself.
And are your tokens the way you want them to be?
Yes.
All right. Yellow's not using warfare. Red's not using warfare. Doesn't look like anybody's using warfare.
Okay. And then I take another turn since, well, yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So this will end your turn.
Everyone else has passed.
We're now at the start of Purple's turn.
How many times is Brian going to mention that everyone else has passed?
Yeah, right.
So now I activate Tarman.
Wow. So
Okay.
Do you play, or I'm not playing any cards that,
So clearly he did end up giving Ginger a
System is
ceasefire earlier.
activated.
No, they said it was trading
Nope.
for a trade good. So
I do not.
nothing.
Okay,
but
then.
I think yellow must have purple ceasefire though.
then I will be moving.
So he wants to deny Ginger a point here. Maybe get himself a slightly more difficult point of 6 planets. If he can
That
pull it off, and then he'll do the 2 adjacent later
final
if he
movement.
can keep his stuff there.
that is final
Yep.
movement.
I would call this
All right.
slightly greedy.
It doesn't look like we have any cannons in range, so we'll move on to space combat. Purple is the active player. Do you have cards or abilities for the beginning of combat?
Oh,
Skilled
whoops,
retreat.
sorry. That was premature.
No abilities at start of combat.
Yellow, cards or abilities.
I'm thinking,
Skilled
what are
retreat.
the odds that he gets more than one hit? Yeah, I'll play a skilled retreat.
All right, skilled retreat is being played. Sabo going once, twice. All right, what is your destination for that retreat?
no fight, y'all.
No fight.
They're all like so excited about a fight. It's not happening.
No, I go to Meharzul and I take the infantry with me.
Okay. Purple.
No opportunity
that
for
ends
bombardment.
Space combat. What are you doing
That
next?
could have been a reason Brian was going for it.
All infantry.
Brought a dreadnought.
All right.
Parlay.
Replaced with 1 parlay.
All right.
Protection
All right. Parlay
Ginger.
played.
He
Sabo
keeps the
going
point.
once,
He keeps a point. Good
twice.
job.
It's a good parlay.
All right.
perfectly fine
Sounds
use
like
of a
it's
parlay.
happening. So you cannot land those infantry.
That's pretty funny.
Are you doing anything else on your turn?
Nope.
Okay. It is just you though. So now at the start of your turn again.
All right. I pass.
All right.
All right. Purple has
A
passed.
Here we
valiant
go.
effort by Brian, but
Green.
Hacan's got the
Are you
action
scoring?
cards to deal with it.
Nope.
Let's take
Oof,
a look
he's
at the
not
points.
scoring. Blue, are you scoring?
Yes, I'm scoring. Expand borders.
All right, 6 non-homes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That looks good.
Let's take a look at this as we do it.
Xxcha expands borders. All right, Red, are you scoring?
I am. I have 2.
Red is intimidating. All right, Purple, are you scoring?
Yes, intimidate council.
Okay, Purple is intimidating. Oops. All right, White, are you scoring?
Yep, I'm going to score expand borders. There are 6 non-home system planets in my production.
That looks good. Thank you for making that easy. Yellow, are you scoring?
Expand borders.
Gets to
All
keep
right, 1,
that,
2,
luckily.
3, 4, 5, 6. All right.
Cost him a parlay, but parlay for a point. Not too bad.
I'll take it. That's what it's there for.
Next objective.
And our 4th stage 1. Ooh, 2 tech, 2 colors. That looks good for Hacan.
The status phase
That feels
stuff.
good for. Feels okay.
The Mentak
For
went on
Ghosts?
the wrong card.
That is, yes. Thank you for catching that. All right, green.
All
What
right,
else is that
first
good
agenda
for?
phase coming up.
Don't love it for Xxcha. Don't love it for Yin, but it'll be okay. Hakan's already got it.
Don't like it for L1, I'll tell you that much.
Don't love it for
Although
Mentak.
L1 will be second pick, so that might be okay.
16 command counters.
Yeah, L1 might be okay. Mentak could be okay. Ghosts
So
don't
Mentak's
feel
fine.
bad.
I mean, they might have to get Megan, but whatever.
All right, we do have an agenda phase coming up. So count your votes, put them over here on the agenda area, and return your strategy card when you're ready to move to the next phase.
I think Mentak goes for one of the control objectives next round anyway, so they probably don't have to worry about it.
Put my votes on blue's counter because my faction is so blue.
No spend objectives yet, so that mirror computing is really not kicking in.
Yep. But
all right,
just
so I
more
think,
units.
what we're gonna do here,
Crazy amounts of plastic. They're gonna need to get space dock 2.
quick break.
Yeah, just
So-
to keep up with they only have the one space stock right now anyway.
We're done
So
with the
yeah.
agenda, and we're sitting in the status. Or
But
the
they need to get.
All right.
They either take tech
waiting for
right
Nate
now
to come back. What's going on?
and just do like neural into Daxiv,
Counting votes.
I
or
may have put blue by accident.
get one tech,
I always play blue. in
either
games.
red or again maybe neural anyways.
Right.
And secure
Are
a
you
control
playing the
objective.
card that lets you keep your.
Nope.
Okay.
All right. So
Xxcha really needs that cultural,
on top.
They are both.
which I think they've already made a deal for. I'm
I
not
have
sure.
to remind you.
I suppose you don't.
Over to this
All right. Anybody playing burial sites? Somebody play it now, so I don't have to ask for the rest of the. That would be great.
Would love it.
All right. Not hearing burial sites. All right.
Okay.
Publicize weapon schematics. This goes for anybody researches War Sons. Everybody
For or
gets
against.
prereqs, and they no longer can sustain. If it goes against, nothing happens.
So they put
currently
two people put
because
this on
nobody has
top.
War Sun technology.
Wow, look.
They wanted to burn through weak ones, I guess.
Burgers, don't you guys?
All right. Veto or quash.
This is pretty much nothing. It does disincentivize War Sons.
political
Not that
favors,
anybody at this
those
table
could
was
be
probably
sold
going to
here,
get them.
Right.
Going once, twice. All right. Red, veto, or riders or assassinate.
Boo.
Green, white, riders or assassinate.
Sorry.
Blue, riders or assassinate. Purple, riders or assassinate. Yellow.
Nothing.
All right.
Gonna need to go get some
for
beer
or
in a bit.
against. Voting begins with green, who
Abstain.
abstains. Abstain.
I'm too deep.
Too deep, Matt.
Too deep.
We just started.
We started 2.5 hours ago.
Does the 4 work for Muat's base racial tech?
Yes.
No, not the one. It'd be the if they have prototype War Sun.
Yeah, so it loses sustained damage, but people can't research because it's not a War Sun technology.
Yes.
I will vote a single vote against.
Single
Wait,
vote
don't you want
against.
4? In case anybody gets War Suns, you can one-shot them?
No, I don't want 4 because that means everyone that has riders in their hand can get free riders.
What are you
I'm
talking
not
We're
about?
one
past
of those
riders.
players.
We're
he
past riders.
On
means-
He's
future-
talking.
about the next.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's talking about miscount
Talking about if I left
disclosed.
my second agenda up to lock in my Imperial.
All right, so
I
you
don't-
exhausted Hodor to vote one vote.
Oh,
He doesn't
Brian
want it to
is-
pass. Brian's thinking on the next level.
Yellow.
What he's
These are
suggesting
your
is he
votes.
does not want it to pass, so that there's
Oh,
no
Brian,
single
you deserve
law
to
in
this
play.
final, if you
So
think
that
of
then if
that.
something like miscount disclosed comes up, there's not only one option to vote for, and people get free riders.
Yellow, it's your vote.
He would rather see a
That is
bunko.
so Brian
Yeah.
that he thought to do it that
That's
way.
brilliant.
And
I mean, it's very, very smart. Why let a random agenda stay on the table when you could avoid that horrible scenario?
All right,
It's
there's-
not. It's
there's-
not miscount disclosed, by the way, lads.
it's
All right, so one vote is now after the speaker has voted.
Wow.
judicial abolishment.
Going once, twice. All right, and now you're breaking the tie 4.
That is correct.
He is
That's
shut
a
down
bad
by
sign
John.
for
Yep.
the next one.
The next one could be. Yeah, who knows? The two players
Yeah.
propped this up.
All right.
Let's see if
He
they
said it
planned
isn't
this.
miscount disclosed though, so we'll see.
Judicial abolishment.
Forced travel ban. This would
Whoa.
Wow.
is for
Weird for
movement.
John to
Still
also
trade
put
and
this on
PDS through
top.
them.
Does
Or
pillage still work through them?
it does. Or
Oh, dude.
we will destroy each PDS that is next to
Are there
a
any super dangerous
Which is
PDS?
not a single
Let's take a
PDS
look.
on the board.
Extra's flag.
No.
No PDS. Yeah, Brian. Ginger just said it.
Behave yourself.
all right.
No,
take
no
a look.
PDS.
Yeah. So the against is nothing, and the 4
Not hearing
is
any
great
riders
for
assert from the
ghosts. Not really
speaker.
sure why this
Amazing for
one
ghosts.
made it
Green
through.
Riders assassinate.
You know, not sure why John let this one.
No, no,
stick
guys.
around.
This one isn't the bad one for
Right,
ghosts. This is fine.
Yeah, this is kind of great for ghosts.
Purple.
Great for ghosts. The other one is the bad one.
I do have a rider. I'm gonna play a diplomacy.
Funny,
rider.
literally like 5 minutes ago, Hunter, we got a
All right,
question
we've
on
got a
Facebook
Hacan
about this exact ruling.
Diplomacy rider.
Yeah, I think it's funny that we're still getting questions. It's like, guys, we're busy.
gotta go back around. Red,
My F key is bugged. No.
green.
Like if next person that asks us a rules question on Facebook, I'm just gonna message back and be like, "Why aren't you watching the game?"
One moment.
Oh,
One moment.
okay.
One moment.
Interesting too. If this does pass, then you're not worried about. I think Brian should now be in
What are
favor
people
of this.
thinking now then?
In
'Cause
theory,
we've got-
you don't want to see a
So,
single
Micmac,
agenda
Can I
on the board.
explain how? Sorry, you asked what I'm thinking. My thinking is that nobody except ghosts wants to lose wormhole access.
Bullshit.
Also,
You called it, Matt.
4. So Yin and Ghost are going to try and send this 4. Yin doesn't want my diplomacy rider to pop off, and Ghost doesn't
I
want.
don't care about your diplomacy rider.
I would care. He's about to.
I don't want
What's a con about?
He doesn't want IFF. He doesn't want IFF to be relevant.
IFF shenanigans.
Yeah.
Actually, Ghost might want this 4. Might want to let everybody else use the wormholes too, because then IFF has value.
Well,
So remember, Mentak has IFF
quantum
now.
entanglement
Right.
supersedes this.
Yes,
if it goes
yes.
For
forward.
now, they are in theory going to trade it back,
The
but
IFF will have no value. So Ghost loses a
Yeah,
negotiating
and
chip.
Ghost,
A powerful one.
as I understand it, Ghost, they're still adjacent, but he still can't move through them.
No,
No,
he can't.
quantum
can move
entanglement.
through them.
Quantum entanglement says game effects can't stop you from using the ability.
Oh, yeah.
And Lost Star Chart also supersedes this.
So Yin is going to be going for Ghosts. It's debatable because they have split interests on this agenda.
Is it Blue's turn? Whose turn is it?
It's Blue's
turn.
rider window
Blue was
right
considering
now.
to play a rider.
It-
Was the idea, and I'm telling them that
Yeah.
if they don't, it might get swung. Yeah. Obviously, if it's like Imperial Rider, that's going to decide it.
But so Brian, what are you thinking? Which way are you? Which way are you thinking?
I'm thinking that if it goes 4, that means that I'm not going to get wrecked by the IFF,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
neither are you.
Well, he doesn't have to worry because he has ships in every system.
Brian very much just looking for as
No,
few
home system doesn't.
shenanigans as
Still
possible.
helps people like
That's what Brian is
flop a
constantly
B-hole
trying to avoid.
and then B-hole shenanigans.
It helps king slaying, but which Xxcha wants because Xxcha is a slow faction. So
Say again, Ginger.
I'm saying that basically what Brian wants to do aside from the diplomacy writer, he wants to
Why do people in the
make it so that
chat
you have
keep
a much
saying this is
harder
going to hurt
time
Luke? It's not going to
does
hurt Luke.
nothing.
This is great for Luke.
It does nothing to
Yeah,
Luke, or it's great for Luke. The only thing it does, if it passes, the only thing it does is it makes Creuss IFF a little bit less valuable. But as he has said,
Xxcha doesn't
he
exactly move.
loves where the tokens are
Yeah,
right now. He has
like,
no
he
interest in
doesn't-
moving these.
People keep talking about him like he's going to start moving them. He might move them late game if unforeseeable stuff happened, but like it literally couldn't be better for him this way.
So what are you thinking here, Blue?
Blue?
We lost Moose again.
Moose doesn't like to talk when it's his turn. he'll talk a little bit if it's somebody else's turn, but he doesn't talk on his own turn.
All right, are you playing that card?
Without Moose, I don't know if they do this without Moose's votes.
Can you guys hear Micmac? Because I can't.
Yeah. What was?
No,
Go on, Ginger.
Oh wait, yeah, they do it with
audio
Moose.
was
Sorry,
cutting
I've
off for you. That
I've
was
done
the
it wrong.
problem.
Right.
All right, is this rider being played or not?
Yeah, for the record, one more time.
All right,
This
we've got an
does not
extra
hurt
rider.
ghosts. It does not
Trade rider
apply
4.
to ghosts.
This is fine.
Goes back to purple. Purple riders are
I'll
assassinate.
pull up that relevant text. Here you
Yellow
go.
riders are assassinate.
Here you go. Here you go, everybody.
Yeah, and they have the votes too. Brian and Luke are in agreement. So
Cannot prevent you.
just one more time. This doesn't hurt ghosts.
Game
Just one more
effects.
time.
Sorry, no, I'm just
Cannot
absent-minded.
prevent you.
No.
All right, back to red.
Chad is saying, but maybe it could hurt ghosts' feelings.
No.
All right, now we move on to voting. All right,
You never consider ghosts' feelings, do you?
voting begins
I'm
with
Oh, I love the
somewhat
chat.
Indifferent. I don't think anyone's gonna.
It's 4. It's done. I think it's got to be. I mean, yeah.
Most definitely not.
So I'm
Well-
gonna abstain.
I don't know, but
Ooh, an abstention doesn't help.
What's the point? No, it just.
Can I
I'll let-
hang on?
don't
Can I
wanna
just
get-
say Hacan would
All right.
would view it favorably and would like owe you maybe.
What are you gonna
put you
owe
as the-
me? That's what I said. Is anyone gonna pay anything for my votes? What does favorability get me?
I don't know. I don't know how Luke votes. That's the other problem.
There's too many votes ahead of me. I don't think my votes are particularly high leverage.
I agree with French Citron in chat. I think this hurts
I'm gonna
Arborek.
abstain.
Wait.
All right,
Wait.
green
Wait.
abstain.
No, I'm done. I'm done.
This does apply to Arborek.
You guys are gonna
Okay.
decide which way they want it to
So-
go.
Here's my little piece. So, I'm kind of inclined to go 4 on this slightly because it's good for me. You guys not being able to come through wormholes and get my stuff, and I have wormholes now in kind of favorable positions.
Yarp.
However,
Yeah.
the fact that John has made the deal to take my IFF after knowing that this agenda is going to come up suggests that John probably has become the gatekeeper as a secret objective.
Which means you just give the IFF unless John completely outstalls the entire table, which is not
That's an
likely.
interesting call by Duke.
Yeah,
That's. I think that's correct.
It's pretty cool.
It's the only thing that makes sense.
Dude, it's your turn. I'm down to trade IFF
If
for
he
pop
had
out.
brought, he would have
Yeah.
played it when he was about to pass, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so too. And Luke,
That's
I'm
great.
willing to finish up our collateral deal right now while it's your turn. We can make a
yeah.
transaction.
Bam,
but
okay,
there you go.
that's not a
if I
thing.
send this 4, then I can just keep your promise of protection because the IFF is not as useful.
Well, it's not as useful to everybody else. It's still useful. to
Exactly. But I mean, I've got to get someone to play it anyway, so.
I mean, I'll play IFF for you if you send us against. If you need me, I like my Diplo writer.
Yeah, but I don't need it played anywhere now.
Well,
I think I'm just going to vote 14 votes for.
wait,
All right,
hang on. Before you do that,
Ginger's got something to
can I
say.
convince you with this card to vote against?
Ooh,
I'm going to have a look
a
at the card.
card.
Oh, that's the same card you showed me.
Yeah, it's-
I don't. I mean, it could be useful, but I don't really see a use for it like in my very near future, like or potentially not even in my very far future either. So I'm gonna.
Whatever it is, Luke don't care.
All right. Are you
Hang
going?
on. Is there anything else I can give you? Yin's trade agreement. Which I know it's only 2 commodities, but
Okay, Yin's trade agreement is actually that's looking a lot better now because you've offered something that's tangible. So I'm inclined to take that deal now. That will be for 14 votes against. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still probably not even gonna go through. So.
All right.
All right. Is this transaction happening?
Yeah, I'll do that. 14 votes against for Yin's
Okay.
trade agreement.
He gets a yen trade agreement.
Oh, sorry.
Right.
Why did I draw it into my hand? Here.
Cool. 12 votes for, giving red all the leverage.
All right, Red. It is your vote.
Here,
All right.
Johnny.
If you send
Ginger.
us 4, he keeps promise of protection.
I will trade you this note to vote for.
He's probably offering you my ceasefire.
That's a pretty good note.
That's a good note.
But then you would lose the promise of protection too.
Yeah, I think I've lost promise of protection regardless.
Not necessarily. No,
It goes
no, you
against,
haven't.
yeah.
If it goes 4, you lose
All right,
promise of
Brian,
protection.
I'm inclined to take your deal. I'm going to offer you a counter deal. Ginger,
Mm-hmm.
the counter is I'll send this against. So you have Brian problems, but I
Yeah.
want to take. I want to borrow Arnor Lore to hit my 4 of kind. So I get to,
You're
after
gonna
you've
dig
spent it.
into my.
No. You can spend it, and then I'll bail out right away. You can Diplo it if it goes against. Like you don't have to take the deal. I mean, then I
I'm
have to
not.
take-
I was probably gonna Diplo Tarman to punish Brian for trying to
Yeah, I
screw
assume
me
so.
over.
Yeah, so I'm in.
Um,
I mean, to be
So I'll-
honest, I was just
either
trying to
one
get
of
my
those-
ceasefire back, not to waste your parlay.
I'm into one of those deals. Yeah, I don't take that. I'm going to take Brian's deal, but I would prefer we just agree that I can use Arnor Lore next turn.
What if I gave you?
Dude, it's a control objectives. I have to have control planet.
I'm gonna need my trade agreement back if you take Arnold Lore.
I'll give it to you if you retreat and take the infantry.
Wow.
Deals
That's
on
great.
deals on deals.
Money you get from the trade agreement if trade pops sooner, and then I will retreat and take the infantry.
Okay, yeah, I'm into that.
Wow.
All right, so
Dude.
what's the result?
Rad.
All right, we are officially starting now. We are retiring the comment that John is not good at talking. That is
Right?
not true.
He's bluffed you all and us.
I'll make the offer, Milty.
Well, I'll just add to whatever Brian's offering. I'll give you one of the trade goods that I'm going to get from the trade.
He already
agreement.
gets one of the trade goods by pillaging you.
We're not neighbors.
Oh
yeah, we
we
are.
are neighbors.
Oh yeah. No, dude, the points are worth too much to me. I'm voting.
That's true. For John in this spot, the points are everything.
Yep, he's
All
got
right,
to get these
goes
control
against.
objectives
Yeah.
because he doesn't have a good path to
Yeah.
most of them.
He does not
Now, after the
need
speaker is
just
voted.
like more money. He's good on money. Actually, turns out John's all right on money.
10 trade goods.
you know, it's one of those things. All right,
You
so
never know.
I checked and I don't think there's any PDS near.
No, there's none.
So nothing happens. We have a Diplo rider. What system is being frozen?
Tarman.
Mm-hmm.
Tarman.
I'll
Yowza.
give you Greyfire Mutagen or my political secret to pick a different system.
Give me my ceasefire back, and I'll pick a different
Fuck you.
system. No. I was totally
All right.
open to having the.
Tarman is being.
I'm gonna enforce my ceasefire
I'm
back.
just gonna.
He could take warfare again and do this. He could just take warfare
Yeah,
again.
he's
It's not
third
the
pick,
biggest
right?
deal in the world.
Anybody else doing anything else before we close the
No,
agenda
he's
phase?
like fifth pick. Never mind.
No, but I'd like to go into
Duke,
secret. Sorry.
Duke, you want to do the swap back now? That it matters, or do you like pop?
I am thinking because I just got someone's trade agreement, but if I don't keep pop, that trade agreement's probably not worth anything at all. I mean, are you planning to take trade this round?
Nope, that is not.
He's taking tech.
Exactly, because I'm thinking like I could probably end up with trade, and then I could make a bit of money if I have
Dude.
promise of protection, right?
Yeah, or have trade. I've got other people's trade agreements and stuff. We can work out deals. Not Hacan's. I got to give his back. But
John is so ahead on
You know what? I
certain,
will
like,
trade.
just, oh, God.
Yeah.
This is,
Yeah.
what a blast.
Hey, Brian, can
right.
can we go into a secret conversation?
Is this a deal that's going to be made?
Who's
No,
talking?
no.
All right. So
it's
what I would like to do here is, if nobody else is doing deals in the agenda phase, I'd like to close the agenda phase, take like a 10-minute break, and then you guys can do
time.
whatever secret combos you want. So last call on the agenda phase. All right, then we will move to the strategy phase. It is, let's see, almost Q2, or it's just past Q2. So let's say it's a 9-minute break and come back at 5 to the hour.
Okay.
Hey, Brian, do you want to, this is Ginger. Do you want to
All right. Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, good. They're going to have secret conversations. Do you want to broadcast secret conversations? I'm going to run and grab some beverages real quick.
Let's hear what these two players have to say.
All right. I will be right back.
Okay.
Round's done.
Going to go into a secret conversation to try and cool this off. Why in the hell would you put the Diplo rider on Tarman?
Because that's a good question. I guess I was worried that you might not be amenable, and like you would keep trying to rotate left even harder. You're right that I probably cocked that up, but I guess my point is, I don't have a lot of. I would have put it somewhere else, but I don't have a lot of faith in your goodwill. Like, you already tried to force back your ceasefire. You understand me, where I'm coming from?
Well, yeah.
I
If
had
support swapped instead of ceasefire swapped, then obviously I would never activate your systems.
Okay,
But
so
when you want to do it a ceasefire and I have the apparent leverage, I'm going to try to capitalize on that.
okay, so I think you're overestimating your ability to force me into the ceasefire. Like, I can play this game
you
too,
had a
Brian.
parlay was why you were able to force a ceasefire.
And now I have
Or
a Diplo rider
avoid
on your
a
system.
ceasefire.
So my
Yes.
point
And
to you
think
is,
I'm not willing to keep spamming warfare?
I do not think you could go for it by all means. But my point is, if you want to do a support swap instead of a ceasefire swap, we can do that. We can trade back our
Yes, but now
ceasefires.
I'd have to pick warfare or do crazy nonsense to where I'm not going to have units in Lodor if I take one of your planets. So neither actually does anything.
So, look. We should have done this discussion before I put it on Tarman, but Jefferson was kind of rushing things along. So, I don't know if you've noticed, but you do see my other neighbor, right?
Yeah. So stop fucking with me.
Okay, you started
sorry,
this.
Matt.
You literally. Hang on, Brian. I have no intention of fucking with Yin. Why would I ever do that? Why would I pick that fight? The answer is that I haven't picked that fight. Now, I'm curious, what are the odds that somebody at the table has lucky shot? That would be a really interesting conversation to have, wouldn't it?
Oh,
Now,
would it? Do I really care about losing a dread?
Yes, you do.
Is a dread a point? Not really.
Okay, so here's my thing. Does this block a point for you?
Yes. It's my
No.
6th planet unless
You can take 4
I-
culturals. Take 4 culturals.
Oh, okay. Make a deal where I get 4 culturals from Xxcha with their giant PDS. Now, how do I do that? Oh, that's right. I need to move a carrier from Tarman instead of Quan, or Lodor rather.
No, you can move from Lodor. You take carrier 2, move from Lodor. You're
so
fine.
then I have no units in that system.
I'm not going to attack that system. I don't play like as aggressively as you do.
Okay.
And I'm sending a single carrier that direction to.
You're not gonna get. Oh, of course, you're not gonna get the planet without Xxcha's cooperation in any situation.
Right.
I mean, he got fed, and now he's got buff slice everything he needs to score, and motherfucking flagship.
How that happened.
I didn't do it. Don't look at me.
Oh, you didn't do that when giving the note that allows you to actually trade.
I got the freaking economic equality be gone card, so it's kind of worth it.
Yeah, with all your trade good stacks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing that you
created
2 monsters. The Xxcha
I have not.
stack.
I have not created 2 monsters. What did I do
You
to create?
traded with Mentak and.
I don't have a choice. He
gave
pillages
the
me.
ability to trade Mentak and Xxcha.
Xxcha's not even as big a threat as Ghosts is right now. Ghosts has better position. Look, my point is, you are coming off very hostile, and I guess I understand why, because I just punked your fleet here. But we can deplete our resources all game.
Yeah. So how about this?
How do we get out of this?
Take Mayharzul to have 6 planets, and you can focus on Mentak. And
Mentak's already. You're asking me to just give you a planet for free. So I don't think you understand. This Diplo Rider was the price. So this Diplo Rider was the price of attacking Tarman. You made the decision to attack Tarman. I played the Diplo Rider. That is your own responsibility.
Yes.
Stop trying to shift that on me.
I tried to sell you notes to not put the Diplo Rider there, and then you went no. And then went, okay, let's have a secret conversation to talk about things now that you've
I have leverage.
Eliminated the ability for me to easily take stuff that's even in my own slice.
No, what are you talking, man? What are you talking about? Hey, go for 2 and 2.
Yeah.
And what gives you the right? What gives you the right to just hold the equidistant? 2. I'm giving you. You seem to think that Lodor
didn't send a destroyer and carrier with a couple of fighters over there. Given you had parlay, but still.
Look, Brian. This is running into a dead end, which is why I'm glad I picked this time to have this conversation. But I'm not going to give you something for free.
Let me put it this way. I am not swapping ceasefires. I am willing to swap supports, but not while I'm not continuing to score control objectives. And you just made scoring a control objective more difficult.
I'm sorry that you tried. I'm sorry that you attacked me. I am so Brian. I am so sorry that you attacked me. I am crying rivers of tears.
Oh come on!
Come on!
But the thing is, we can't.
Hollywood.
Go on like this.
We can't go on. I can't believe you've done this.
Good, great for you. Mm-hmm.
If you want to actually make a deal to do a support swap, that's something entirely different.
Oh man.
I mean,
so if you're picking, then what's the problem? What's our problem?
Hey guys.
Pick warfare, we support swap, and then you get Tarman, and then we're done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you're not. Do you need Mayharzul? You don't, do you?
No, I only needed Mayharzul because it's way easier to take than picking Warfare just to take this token off.
Okay. Pick Warfare and we'll support swap. And we'll end this. Because, look, Mentak has. I didn't do this. This is just the fucking way the maps that he can get round 2 mirror. but he has 12 resources in the bag. Plus
Ginger
more
is talking
in
right
his
now.
slides.
But
You can see in the
was
top
he
left,
going to have,
right here, who's talking at what time. Right here.
So,
extra system
I didn't.
touch?
I didn't feed. He. Never mind.
all right. So is this going somewhere? Because we're supposed to be.
Yeah,
back.
I think we've reached an agreement at this point. So,
All right, sweet.
Have they?
Hey, it's the pizza phase. Pizza phase. Pizza. Pizza phase.